It's time to escape the city. Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don, and today we are escaping Kyoto. As beautiful and fantastic as that city is, I needed to get out, and we're heading up to Mount Hiei. It is a very sacred mountain. I believe it was originally thought of as the home of the Shinto gods, but we are going to be going up there. There's a couple different temples we're going to see along the way, and then we'll head on down the other side towards Lake Biwa. So I am super excited about this. I'm finally out of the cities. I never got out of Tokyo when I was in Tokyo, and you know, I've been here in Kyoto for a little over a week now. We actually leave for Osaka tomorrow for me, but I had to finally get out, and we're going to explore a little bit of nature and a little bit of history. Now let's head up to Mount Hiei. So if you are looking to head towards Hiei Mountain from Kyoto, you got several different ways you can do it. Of course, you can drive all the way up, you can take a bus, but if you want to experience kind of the route I'm taking, go to Demachiyangi Station in Kyoto and take the Eizan line to the Yasei Hiezanguchi Station. It's kind of like a nice little overland cable car that takes you all the way to the station here, and it drops you off here in the middle of the forest. It's absolutely fantastic. We're actually going to go check out a temple real quick and then head up the mountain. But it's just a 280 yen ride, and it gets you here in about 10-15 minutes. So not too long. And like I said, start at Demachiyangi Station and just take the cable all the way here. So the first major stop on our escape to Mount Hiei is actually a little place here in the Yasei area, not too far from the station that we just came from, and that is Ruriko-in Temple. I think I got that. It was kind of like a tongue twister to say, but it is about 2,000 yen to come in, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit more immersive as well. It's not just covering these kind of small grounds. It's got this like large 2-floor kind of like the Japanese style traditional tea houses, like the matcha tea houses, and the views from inside, they're the big open kind of like bays where you can kind of get these fantastic views of the forest. It's just absolutely amazing. And of course you have all of these beautiful Japanese maple trees around here. Like in autumn, I'm sure this place is just absolutely popping with people that come out here to see it, because it's just the way that it reflects even off the table is absolutely gorgeous. Well worth it. And up we go. All right, so we have made it for our first stop up to Mount Hiei, and this is basically the cable car taking you up pretty much about, I'd say, 3/4 of the way up to the top of the mountain. And it opens up to these fantastic views of Kyoto. It is about 1,000 yen for a full one-way ticket for both the cable car and the ropeway to get to the peak. But this right here in and of itself is worth it. There is a trail down that way, which opens up even more fantastic views. So you definitely want to check that out when you're coming up to Mount Hiei. Get off at the cable car, look around, walk down the trail a bit, and then continue on. One thing I will say also to be aware, there are potentially bears in the area. They probably don't generally get to the station too much, but if you try and get off the tracks, which generally they tell you not to anyway, but just be aware that there are bears within the mountains that you have to be looking out for. But anyway, the views from here, phenomenal already. What a view. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is from the top of Mount Hiei. There's actually, when you get up here, you have a little bit of like an observatory where you have a garden museum, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm here at almost the wrong time, at the end of summer, but before autumn kicks in. So the greenery is still fantastic. The colors and the flowers are blooming to an extent, but some of them have already started to wilt. Again, I'm kind of in that weird middle ground, but even still, it is well worth it. The garden museum, is about 1,200 yen to come in for an adult. And as you can see from here, the views are absolutely phenomenal. There's amazing paintings throughout the garden to kind of check out. It is an art museum at the same time. And then of course you have all of the flowers and everything. I gotta say, again, if I was here in November, end of November, this would probably just be off the wall when it comes to the colors. But even still, the views are well worth coming all the way up here, and the artwork that they have throughout the garden is just phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so now we've come to what I guess you would call the spiritual heart of Mount Hiei, and this is here at Enryaku-ji Temple. Again, I hope I said that right. But it is a fantastic, massive compound here, just a little bit ways from the peak of Mount Hiei, and it's just amazing. The massive trees around here are just phenomenal. And of course, the shrines and the temples. Now, the main temple right now is actually under reconstruction as of October 2025. I'm not sure when that'll be done, at least the outer part. You can actually still go in and see an amazingly beautiful shrine inside there. It's just phenomenal. But the temple grounds itself is absolutely fantastic. It actually dates back to the Heian period, the late 8th century. However, most of the buildings that you see now are from about the 16th century or the 1600s, when the Tokugawa shogun at the time basically had it rebuilt, because it was originally the original buildings were all burned down or razed by Oda Nobunaga during his wars during the Sengoku Jidai. But yeah, this is absolutely phenomenal. Like, particularly on a warmer day like Kyoto is right now today, being up here on the mountain, it's a little cooler, and then also with all the shade and everything from the trees, it's a kind of great escape. I'd say even probably during the summertime would be fantastic. So, but yeah, definitely worth coming up here. And it is about, I think it was like 1,200 yen, no, about 1,000 yen to get into the garden. See, if you want to visit the museum, it's an extra 500, so it's 1,500 yen if you want to see the museum. But if you just want to see the temple and the temple grounds, it's 1,000 yen and well worth it. All right, guys, so when you are done with Mount Hiei, you're going to want to come down the Sakamoto cable car if you want to come down to the Lake Biwa side. And it's about 870 yen for about a 10 to 15 minute cable ride. It goes right through the woods. It's actually a rather beautiful cable ride. And then you'll come around 5 minutes walk from there, and you've got right behind me Hiyoshi Taisha, and this is a fantastically beautiful complex. Come here when you have a little bit more time. I got here in the last half hour before the grounds started closing up, but I was able to get nice pictures of kind of like the whole area. It's absolutely beautiful and breathtaking, surrounded by the forest here at the base of Mount Hiei, and it's just, I believe it is the head of the Sano Ichijitsu Shintoism, and I think it's like the head of about 4,000 different shrines all across Japan. And it almost looks kind of like a small village, like a old style Japanese village with inside of it. And there's a mass amount of temples and shrines, and it's just, it really takes you into kind of the spiritual realm here in Mount Hiei, Japan. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, definitely come here with a little bit more time than I had, because the grounds are rather sprawling, and I think I only saw probably like a quarter of it at best, and really didn't have the full time to take it all in, but it was enough to kind of get in to show you guys, and then you can come here and enjoy it yourself. So we have officially made it down to Lake Biwa. This is absolutely fantastic. We're in the city of Otsu, which is just east of Kyoto. And honestly, this is absolutely phenomenal. I believe this is the largest lake in Japan, freshwater lake. And it is the one of the oldest lakes, I think, in the world. It's just like when it was formed. It's about like, I think it was like 4 million plus years ago or something like that. It's absolutely huge. Like, I've looked at it on Google Maps and I'm like, damn, it would take you a while to get around it, particularly if you were biking around Lake Biwa, which I know some people do. They do, of course, have this old kind of like Mark Twain style boat, which is kind of awesome. I think it's called the Michigan, which you can do, of course, cruises on during the daytime. But it's just nice being down here at sunset, and you get just the light kind of reflecting off the water. You got, of course, the sun setting behind the mountains to the west of me. Is just absolutely fantastic. So kind of a nice spot after all of that climbing and hiking around Mount Hiei and Enryaku Shrine. Is just absolutely phenomenal. Alrighty, traveled on. So as the sun is going down here in Otsu, I'd figure I'd kind of end the video here. I know, there was no food in this. I apologize for that. But today was more about the adventure and not about the food. You guys have seen so much food in the last several videos here in Japan. I wanted to really have kind of like an escape day adventure. And honestly, I've just been snacking on like power bars I got from like the 7-Eleven. Or the Lawsons. So, and today was just all about the adventure. The food's coming back in the next video, because we'll be heading to Osaka, the nation's kitchen here in Japan. So don't worry, the food is coming back. But I hope you guys enjoyed this adventure up to Mount Hiei and down to Biwa Lake. And this was absolutely fun. It was, geez, what, about 7 hours of just kind of go, just trying to see everything. It was just absolutely phenomenal, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you had any questions, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a big old thumbs up, and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? Really helps out the channel. Of course, if you'd also like to share this video, please do. We also, I think YouTube just recently started a new thing, so if you really like the video, give me a nice little hype up. See if we can't get this video out to more people. But anyway, guys, until we meet again, peace out and have a great night.